Alright, so welcome back. New day. I'm here early in the morning. Still dark out. Supposed to have a guy coming in to do some welding, and he hasn't showed up yet. So I hate that because now I'm kind of like, do I go do something or do I sit around? I don't know. I think he'll be here. I don't know. I kind of feel like he's not going to show up. So, because I want to go to the machine shop when it's cool and finish up that little retaining nut I was making. And then that job's done. Back yesterday, to where the kids and I were doing some trenches for the power and water for the backyard. The house, digging a trench. If it looks like I'm going slow, she's a little old. She has a little trouble with the hydraulics. Walk with me.
I am.
I have my little film crew today.
Yeah.
So if it looks like we're going, woo! Yeah.
I'm not that.
So we're doing a power line all the way to the backyard. And we're doing a water line all the way to the backyard. I've got a big old, what do you call it? Junction box.
Water thing.
We're gonna run the water into there. Electrical's just gonna go right on past. So today we're just doing the trenches. I've got the wire. I got to get the pipe tomorrow and put a bunch of hydrants. Oh, I forgot. I got to trench one all the way this way. I got to do that first. Well, let me do this one. I'll do that one, and then we'll connect all three. So Everett dug down, found our main power coming in. We're not going that deep. That's 4 feet. We're only going 3. But I wanted to know where it was, so I didn't hit it. And then
We should just put a little.
I have a smaller bucket, but it wasn't working, we modified it and it won't fit on the John Deere. So the plan is, I've got this comes off the main. It was for the sprinkling system. I thought, let's do something different. So we're gonna run this 1-inch line. We're gonna jump it up to 1.5 inches. So we minimize loss. We're gonna run this all the way in. So we're going into this beast. Somebody's been throwing dirt in there. That's nice. Yeah, that's Bridger.
Wait, what happened?
We're gonna be running the water straight through here for now. And then once I get some things set up, we'll make this like a little access box. And then we're going all the way down and around the corner with the water to the end with the power. I'm just gonna go up to the machine shop and I'll just pop down here. I need gloves. Pop back down in the shop every so often. Just keep an eye on him. See if he shows up. Look at this twilight. Isn't that nice? Is that twilight? What's the word for morning light? Pre-light? Recap. Putting these holes in the side of this. So 5/16. Is 5/16? Sorry, 3/8. Gets a set screw in there. It just holds that nut, that bolt, pusher bolt. Keeps it from backing off. Check number 5. Nope. Although this one was in vain. I got word he he left town over the weekend. He hasn't gotten back yet, so, or at least they think he hadn't gotten back yet. So yeah, it's all me again. All alone. Going in to check the chickens this morning. I found out what's getting the eggs. Not something I'm excited to find, but it was a skunk. Yep, it was a skunk. Got it right on camera, right in the coop at about 1 a.m. eating eggs. So that makes sense because that would eat the eggs and the chicks. It didn't bother any of the bigger chickens. So, but I think I still do have a fox problem. So I'm gonna go check on this. See what we find. I put a trap out with some bait. And I think I do have a squirrel problem too. I gotta deal with the squirrels. I'm gonna sneak something in real quick. When I got the seat for the other forklift, I got a new one for this one too. This thing is a pain in the butt. I got a whole new seat. I hope it works out fine, but let's try it. To roll these bars like I had cut out. I got all those parts cut out that go up to that, so I'm going to get that whole thing, I'm going to get working on that. So this is an old beast. This used to have a big crank right here, or like this weird it was I don't know what you call it. It was some kind of contactor that you turn it one way to go forward, turn it the other way to go back. We updated everything. We what did we add? We added this button to roll. So now it's all push button. This is a directional switch here. We put a speed pot on it so we can slow it down, because before it was like full speed. So if your part was coming out of the rolls and you were at full speed, you had to like hurry and crank it back, and it just wear and tear on the thing. We added this clutch right here. It's a spring-loaded clutch, because what happens is when your back roll, what they call this is called a pinch roll. The back roll was pushed up all the way. You have, everything's different diameters. So these two rolls are geared together, top and bottom, but the back roll's not. So what happens is when they're spinning a certain speed, the back roll, depending on where it is rolling a different speed. So you get slippage as a plate's coming through. It's not so bad when stuff is thin, but when you get something heavy in there, it doesn't want to slip as much. So we put this clutch in here that allows it to slip easier. Instead of grinding on the plate, it slips in the clutch. So there was our rolling for today. It's actually getting towards the end of the day now. Update. Skunk has not been back to the coop. I can smell him up here somewhere. He's close by. The dog's useless. She won't find him. I got the trap out still, but I had eggs this morning. So that tells me that, and there's nothing on the camera. Sorry, that was probably kind of loud. There's nothing on the camera, so we're gonna keep an eye on it. Get the rooster to do his thing. He has spurs about that long. He can deal with it, but he's lame. He gets what he wants. So I got the backhoe switched out. On that video of me digging, it was really slow. Something wrong with the hydraulics, so I got the other backhoe. It's slightly better. Good enough. But that'll help finish that trench because I got to make some changes. So I'm going to check the chickens. Caught a squirrel this morning. Yeah, nothing special with that. He actually died in the trap. So nothing to... I don't know why. It's a huge trap. He must have... I don't know. So... Uh-oh. Nope, they're all out in the orchard. So we're taking those rolled flat bars that we did yesterday, cutting them in half-ish. On one end, we're cutting a radius out of there to go onto to be welded onto a hub later, and beveling that cut in order to get what we call a full penetration weld. That adds a huge amount of strength to the weld when you can get full weld all the way down. Then we were putting that piece we're using as a gauge is a stiffener for the flat bar, and it just gets skip welded, or more technically stitch welded. And that's a 4-on-8 alternating pattern. So it's 4 inches of weld, and then they're alternating. The reason we don't weld that solid all the way down that spine is because if we did, it would tend to want to pull the whole part down into a tighter radius, and this just maintains the dimensions better. Well, look what we got. We got us another one. Hey, little guy. Ah, you dummy. Well. You know, they look all cute. Yeah, stick your finger in there. Let's see what happens. All right. Do not come after me. So I'll probably just let the little guy out. I don't know. I don't think the squirrels are actually eating the eggs. I think it's just I think it was the skunk. I know they'll eat some food and whatnot, but I haven't noticed the food really diminishing too bad. So whatever's going on, I don't know. I lost that one I caught that one this morning, and he died. He was dead. So I don't know when he got caught, how he died. You saw it's a pretty big trap. So here we go. Let's see. You bite me, I will beat you. All right, chill out. Gosh. Yeah, this is hard. 2 hands. Come on. Let's go. Run, Forrest, run. Yeah, don't you forget it. Yeah, so there's the day. Nothing crazy. Got some parts done. Chickens seem to be fine. Getting eggs back in the coop. That's good. I know there's a hole in the fence. It's really small. I mean, hey, the fat one can barely fit through it. And I know the skunk can fit through it. I gotta fix it. But I want to catch this skunk first. Oh, I just want to catch this guy. Well, caught the little bugger. Now to deal with it. Wow. We have a dumb dog. Oh, she stinks so bad. Oh. Well, terrible time to catch this thing. Let's deal with it. Oh, gosh, it stinks. Stinks! You wanna see what happens when a dog gets sprayed by a skunk? Oh, you dumb dog. We caught it. Oh, gosh, that stinks. Hey, little guy. Oh! Oh, Luce, you're an idiot. Let me explain to you the experience of finally catching the skunk, you know? Stinks. It stinks. Everything stinks. I can smell it in the truck. I can smell it everywhere. It just stinks. Everything stinks. The dog is not coming near me at all. I open the door and I can smell her. Oh, everything stinks. This dog doesn't stink yet. She might. So I need to get another nose on this, but oh, that's my experience. It stinks, and I never even got near it. So a little story. So someone I know was catching skunks and raccoons all the time at a farm. And, well, where it was, you actually, legally, you can't let the animal out. You have to dispose of it. You can call animal control, you do it yourself, because if you let the raccoon or skunk out and it goes to a neighbor and does something, it damages something, you're liable. So, and this actually happened. They had let one of the raccoons out further away, and it got back and actually climbed a telephone pole or a power pole and blew touched the lines. So, but what was funny is they would catch skunks all the time. Well, didn't have a gun at the time to dispatch of it. So he set up a water tank and he would dunk it into the tank and just drown it, which is, however you feel about it, whatever. But what was funny is every single time he would get sprayed. Every time. It was so bad. It stunk so bad. And he tried putting a blanket over it or anything. And it's like every time something would happen, every time he'd do it, he'd get sprayed. It was so funny. So hallelujah, we got the skunk. The chickens are safe. I got to catch the fox still. Got my eye out for it. Got the camera still set up. I've been doing some counts. I'm not missing chickens. I've got chickens that are not sleeping in the coop. So that's its own problem. I might have a problem with it. I've got some roosters I need to dispatch of because I only want Fred. Because what worries me, well, I don't want their eggs. That's the problem. I would just let them make more babies and do their thing, but I don't like these Old English. They're just too scrawny. The eggs are fine, but if they're not laying the eggs in the coop, then what's the point of the eggs? So I want to take them out. Let Fred be the dominant one. So yeah, I had a pretty crazy week. Amazing day yesterday. Here's a little bit of footage, but I had the kids outside all day working on these trenches. It was amazing because they were just, they were in and out a little bit, but they were there digging trenches, digging holes, cleaning out the trenches. We were laying pipe. We got the first half all done. Had a problem with the backhoe, so it's down right now, but it's great. There's something about that. There's only so much you can teach a child, but if you get them out working with you, they learn that hard work. And you know what? It's been a slow process, but before I might have got them out for the day, or I might have got them out for a couple hours or, an hour, 2 hours. My youngest is the worst because his attention span is pew, 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 but he was out all day. But now it's growing, and now I had, what time we start? I had run into town. We started at 9.
9:30ish by the time I got back, maybe 10. Got them out there, and then yeah, they got out there about 10, and then we didn't clean up until 6:37. So no break. I mean, that's I say they took some breaks. I'd go back and dig, and then they would go whatever. But they were pretty much out there. It was great. Well, that's what is important in. Those are things you can't teach. You don't learn that in school. You don't learn that. Sometimes people that don't learn that young, they learn it the hard way when they go into the world. You go to work, you're like, oh, I have to work? I have to do 8 hours today? Yeah, you know what? And you gotta, when you get home, you still gotta do the same things, and it's, so thanks for watching for this weekly vlog, essentially. This is kind of a long one, but yeah, we'll see you on the next go.
Take that's like, oh yes. Come on in, have me, so